else do I have in there, man? Good morning. Sorry, I'm like looking for rogue and abandoned clips because I'm going to be doing a couple of projects today. So I wanted to make sure I had all my clips in order, but I don't obviously have them all in order. That's Genova. Let's see. Good morning, everyone. Yeah. I don't know if Mercury's in retrograde or what is going on, but yes, my daughter got her new phone. And then I was doing something. Oh, I was like trying to do like a face mask and I was looking for one of those like a bottle that holds facial oil, and when I grabbed it, I just didn't catch on and it landed straight on my screen and cracked it. Luckily for me, that screen protector phone thing, so that was able to get done for free. So I was like, thank you God, because one more thing I was about to snap. But yes, hope he has a new phone. My screen got fixed so yesterday, so I feel tremendously blessed about that. It's just it just been like a whole bunch of little things that been happening, but it did work out. So I feel really, really, really unbelievably blessed, and I'm so thankful that me and my husband always buy like warranties and protections for stuff because I'm accident prone. There's no sugar coating like coating it. I am like the most accident prone person you can ever meet. Yeah, we had frost this morning. So what Prince says is sometimes it rains in sometimes it snows in April is true. We had a frost warning. We woke up, it was 32 degrees. I'm like, it's April 22nd. What? So that was pretty interesting. This weekend I really didn't do anything. I was like in a weird mental health like mode, so I didn't do anything and I kind of regret it now, but I know I needed that time to um get right and just not think of anything, and it was worth it. I watched a couple of TV programs, I read a book. I also this is not I talked to my therapist about this. One of my being in a happy place is being in a room completely by myself in the dark and just being alone with my thoughts. Just like listening to like what my heart and my mind are saying and like having ideas, and then I'll just jot things down on a little notepad. That is like a weird happy space for me because it like I hardly ever really truly get to decompress and be completely by myself. So when I have the opportunity to do so, I do so. So yeah, on Friday I did go live and I sewed up the Louis bag. I'm going to make a formal tutorial for it. I do get a lot of requests. And if you didn't see the live, then you're probably not aware that I do my Louis a little bit different. So we still have the same structure of the bag. I don't change the structure at all. So we have our zipper pocket that is massive. If you want to reduce bulk, you can do zipper tabs here and it'll help with bulk a lot. And then we have the front that has the really cool phalanges to give it that three-dimensional pop. And I made leather, these are suede pulls to go on my rainbow hardware. And what I do different is first I add credit card slots to the back pocket so you can stick them, you can stick a card or a couple cards in. I made these with leather, so I just top stitched and they're ready to go, as you can see. And then if you notice, there's not stitching all the way around here, and that's because I make a handy dandy slip pocket, which is a nice size too, so that way you can sew this completely around and just berth it through the slip pocket. And then we bound it, so like the pattern set. So the only thing I do different is I add a credit card slot as well, 2 credit card slots. You can add more than that if you wish, to keep it out of the seam allowance. And I add the slip pocket so that way you don't have to top stitch the bottom, because that's what I was getting the most on is like that everyone sees like the Louis, but they haven't seen a hack yet in how to not sew up the bottom without hand stitching, and I give you that. So I will be doing a formal tutorial hopefully this week. I'm hoping that I can do it on Friday. You should have a video out later on today from Toby Style. I would show you the back, but I'm just waiting for her to release the pattern first, and then the video will go live. And it's a fun little bag. Yes, you have to sloth every once in a while, you do. Just so you can just, like, I don't know, just decompress. You sometimes we just need to decompress. Um, so that's what I'm doing today. What I'm doing today is I'm doing one secret, hyper secret tester bag, which I'm really excited because I haven't made a tester bag like this before with these materials. So I'm pulling them. I actually had all the materials. So I'm really proud that I have all this stuff in my stash. So I'm going to be making that. And then I would like to make another can do reporter bag, but I want to see if I can add a flap and make it a little bit more like Indiana Jones satchel, like super masculine. I don't know if it'll come across masculine. Sometimes my stuff comes off super masculine, sometimes it comes off a little feminine. Well, we shall see. So I have something planned for every day this week, and on Tuesday, I I am going to do Patreon. So Patreon, we're going to be working on the 3-in-1 bubble. So we're going to do the first part. And I'm thinking that I'm going to cut out my order and have everything ready for it. It's a Celine bag from Swoon. And everyone always asks me to do the Celine live. I have done it live on Swoon before, but I'm thinking about doing it live either on Tuesday or Wednesday. I haven't decided yet. Um, Depending on how I feel, Tuesday or Wednesday to show you how I put it together. Because the Celine people have an issue with the gusset, and it has an interesting way you set the gusset in. So I'm going to be making a Captain Marvel Kree version. It's an order, and I'm going to be making that. So I am enjoying that. Good morning. Yeah, it's chilly here. We have frost warning. So yeah, that's what my plans are this week. I have a couple, just like 2 testers. I'm trying to get a couple videos up and ready. I'm trying to get videos ahead of before I go to Wizardly Stitchery next month, and just trying to have videos planned far in advance. But I'm excited because this week is the beginning of the week of where we start the 3-in-1 bubble bag from Sarah Marmine. Um, and I'm really excited. I love that bag. That bag, I get a lot of compliments on the bag that I wear, and I cannot wait to do the slight modifications that we're going to put to it to make it even more one of a kind, even more like very high end. I think that's a high end looking bag. So we're gonna have some fun. I'm actually really excited to like do Patreon tomorrow. Like I'm like, come on Tuesday. Good morning. So, yeah, that's basically all I'm doing today is tester bag, trying to take photos of the tester bag if possible, and then cutting out a reporter bag. Yeah, there was frost on our windshield too, frost and pollen. This morning was not a good morning for the Mabry family. Oh my god. We all were like moving slow motion. Like we looked like we were like not morning people. Normally it's not like that. I think it's because of all of the pollen. And like if you go to like our local CVS or any of our local drugstores, everything's wiped out for allergies. So my husband had to take my phone to Pikesville to get it fixed. And so he went to the Target over there, and they had the eye drops that we use to help with our allergies for us not trying to rip out our own eyeballs. But like, yeah, the pollen out here right now is so real, and it's like just taking its toll on everybody in the house. We're all moving like a little bit slower, and even though we're eating honey and eating local fruit and all that stuff like that, it's just bad. All the ENTs are like book, and it's just really, really bad. Yeah, the bubble bag will be is a great backpack sling or whatever you want, and I think the modifications that we're gonna put on it makes it really cute and makes it even more, um, like accessible to do different things. And and it helps the way I'm having it is that we're going to have it where it doesn't have a lot of bulk in the seams, and I'm really excited about it. I just think that is the cutest bag. It's the shape of it. I just love the three-dimensional pop, and a lot of people when I walk around with it, they ask where do I get it, and then that can draw up business to your own um for yourself, whether you're just starting out or if you have a successful bag making business. So I think it's a great one, and I can't wait to start that tomorrow. I'm going to be cutting it out, I think, tomorrow. I'm not too sure. I'm still debating on whether or not if I'm going to make it Harry Potter, Star Wars, or Doctor Who. I'm leaning more towards Doctor Who, but I got this really awesome quirk that I feel like would be a great Star Wars one, and it's just like calling to me, and I'm just like, come on, I got to pick one. Mm. Yeah, the triple sink is a very cute bag. I think it's very smart. I think if you're going to any kind of like one in the woods or festivals, or like even if you went to Coachella, that would be a really good bag. That because the way it lays across your body, it's like just having another piece of, like a coat or something. And the fact that you can zip up your jacket or put it over underneath your hoodie and it looks normal is amazing fleet. Like I would wear that at an amusement park hands down because it's so flat against your body that it's going to be hard for anyone to steal that from you. So I think that is like one of my favorite slings out there because there's not like a whole bunch of interfacing, and it comes together really nice. Yeah. Yes, and I know Arch Expressions has the templates, and she does a really good job with templates. And she's the one, I think she's exclusively Country Cow. So like whenever I get a Country Cow pattern, I automatically just go to her shop and buy the templates. Like that is one designer. There's only a handful of designers that I would immediately buy the templates for. And she is one of them. Aura Rose is another one, and Shannon from Not a Thread. Like because I already know that they're going to come with very specific pieces. Like the Rosie to me is like a no-brainer to get the template for because it has all like the special cutout for interfacing and all that stuff. So, but whenever I do a Country Cow, I always try to buy the templates because Country Cow sells really well for me. People love the aesthetic of it, and every bag that I've ever made from Country Cow has always sold. Oh, congratulations. Yeah, the Thumbs and Thimble, it's about that time. Yeah. Like I said, just be patient with Winnie because she does have two small little ones and she does work full time. But she does come through. Yeah, I love templates. I do. It was funny watching people's expressions cutting with templates at the So Whatever studio and their reactions to it because they have never cut with one. It makes life easy. I just have a rule of thumbs for mine because I do have a lot of templates, but generally is I have to sell 5 or more bags of that bag in order to get the template. Or it has to be on my list, my top 5 list of people that I know if I get the templates, it's going to be successful. Like I told you, like Aura Rosa, Country Cow, not a thread code. Like I get templates from them because I know the pattern pieces are going to be very intricate and that the bag will be successful for me. So there's certain people that I automatically get the template for, but it's just that's how I am. I have a weird rule. Like I didn't get any of my Jukies. I didn't get any of them. If you look at bags that I made in So Sweetness, or like if you're in Backstitch or whatever, if you go back a few years ago, all my bags were made from domestic machines or semi-domestic machines, and then from selling on like at conventions and at whatever I got my first Juki. I always pay for everything in cash. I feel like that in order for me to get it, I have to show that my business can produce enough for me to say that I can have it. So it's just a great rule of thumb for me because I have kids and I don't know, and I'm really weird about money. So um I always so I have like little rules and guidelines so that way I don't go overboard. Um it's hard because there's like great fabrics interfacings, different things coming out all the time, and I always want them. But you'd be surprised of how many people I have never ordered from or where I order from. I'm kind of frugal with some things. Yes, I do like nerdy hardware, but I buy just enough to make a couple bags I have in mind, and I don't exceed it. That's just how I roll. That's just how I roll. So yeah, today I have a tester bag I'm excited to do. I'm about to get the fabric for that, get that all ready to go, and I think if I'm done with that, if I feel like if I'm done with that before 11, then I'm gonna cut out and try to make the reporter sling into like a satchel kind of with like a flap and everything. I have an idea, so I want to like bring it to fruition and fill it out. And then I need to get all these bags that I made over the past week prepared in a bag so that way I could take pictures of all of them so I could put them on my website. But yes, this Louis, I got so many emails about that over the weekend. Like, they really want me to do a breakdown tutorial with shots. Yes, we're so close to 5K. You guys have no idea. I'm like holding my breath and not trying to look at it every single moment of every hour because we're so close. Like when I'm saying close, we're like 30 something and then we hit 5K. And it's just you don't get anything from YouTube. It's just a personal goal for me. And then my next personal goal will be like 10K and so on and so forth. It's just a personal goal for me. It's weird. I know. um, but we're really, really close, and I'm really excited. I feel tremendously blessed that people even subscribe or even watch Captain's Log or watch my tutorial. So every time I get a subscription, I'm like wagging my tail like I'm Loki, because it's exciting. It means that somebody likes the way I teach or um, ap- appreciate how quirky I am and quirky. So it's just that hit that. Yes. So, and the thumbs up helps a lot too. Every time you hit the like or make a comment, it helps with the algorithm, and it YouTube then wants showing other people whenever they hit like sewing or whatever. They will be like, hey, look at this person you might like. And that's how you get different subscribers. It's pretty cool how the whole algorithm works. It's understanding it that can be frustrating at sometimes. So maybe it's a little bit hard, Christine, to DC's like 45 minutes away from me, and this is the time of the year where people I have two graduations, I have trips coming up, so I totally understand where it's coming from, but it's all about time management, and unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of time. I really wish I had more time, like to do everything. It just there's two kids graduating. One and they're both graduating next month, and then I have to get ready for the conventions and teaching, and there's a lot. There's a lot. That's why I was freaking out about this weekend about taking off, but I realized if I didn't take off now, I wouldn't be able to take off until like the end of August, and then by that time you guys would probably have burnt out Shinova. And my tags for May came in for Patreon, and it was they're really, really nice. I really like the way they look. They're cherry blossoms. I wanted something to represent like from where I'm from. Not like where I was born, but where I live. And they're really pretty. And my husband even liked them. He was like, he appreciated the fact that it had that whole DC reference, and like the cherry blossoms are big in Maryland and whatnot. So yes, thank you, Arnetta. Um, I started my business like anyone else. I just people were requesting bags from me. I would make them, and I just opened up a business. I got my car. I applied for my EIN number, and then I opened a shop on Etsy, and that pretty much like anyone else. There, I opened a business just because people were requesting stuff from me, and I just thought it would be easier for to have a shop and do it that way. There I didn't think it was gonna get big, but then it did. It's big in my own little world that I have people that follow and buy bags and do customization, ask for customization. But yeah, just one day I sold so many bags that I was like, I want to have Etsy, and I opened up an Etsy, and my Etsy was not successful for a while, but then I started to learn about SEOs and CEOs and started working on it. And I do believe that every business should and has to struggle at one point to understand what it is to thrive and how to get up there. I believe that sometimes I believe that falling is important. I believe that hard times are important even though none of us want them, but I believe it is because we don't know how to survive without having the obstacles in front of us. So, there's no easy way of going it. I still have rough months on Etsy. Some months on Etsy is like mind-blowingly awesome, but yeah, for the first year of Etsy, I think I got like 2 sales and it was driving me nuts. And then I had to learn more and then start joining Facebook groups and start realizing that I had to put my business out there and put myself out there in order for people to see me and become visible. So, yeah, that's it. That's you just go for it. That yeah, I just and I'd recommend you to talk to a lawyer, an accountant in your area. Every area has different ways and how they collect taxes and what kind of fees you can assess and whatever. So you need to talk to someone in your area in reference to that because no two states are the same, no two counties are the same, um, and go from there. Okay. Yeah, it's the same thing, or no, it's like babies. Babies don't get up and just start walking. They scoot and they crawl, and then they stand up, they fall, they bump their heads, they do all this stuff in order to learn how to walk. It's the same principle in everything in life, with jobs, with anything, with any business, with anything, period. You have to know how to fall. It's very important. Because also how you react to a fall shows your character and shows other people your character as well. So, all important things. My mouth is so swollen. I don't know. It's from my mouth and just my nose and everything is so swollen in the inside from all this pollen. Like every time I see the cherry blossoms, I'm giving it like side eye, like you stupid. But there's nothing I can do about it. It's just that time of the year where everyone in the Delmarva area is suffering from allergies. It's a normal thing out here. All right. Well, I'm gonna hop off and I'm gonna go to the printer, go get my tester pattern, and I'm gonna drink coffee and read the instructions and get started on that. Like I said, later on today, around 3 o'clock, West African time, which is probably in about 2 hours. You guys should see Arena bag from Toby Styles, and I will have a link in there of where you could purchase the pattern and the whole 9 yards. I am super excited for you guys to see this bag. There's two different styles on the bag, and then on one of the styles, there's two different ways to do it. So it's Toby, you know it's gonna be good, but there's also gonna be a way she makes it simplistic where you're able to do it. And keep in mind, Toby, oh, before she had her industrial, all she did was sew on a domestic. All of her bags are really domestic machine friendly. So just keep that in mind. I will put, oh yeah, orange blossoms right now and they smell amazing. Oh my God. Pam, like seriously, at the Sew Whatever studio, I wanted to just stick two tissues up my nose and call it a day in my eyes, like, I was not fully prepared for everything to be in bloom in Illinois. I was like, "I'm gonna rub my face against the wall, the carpet." I don't know. So, yeah, let's see. I look forward to it too. Alright, well, I hope everyone has a really, really good day, and I will see you guys real soon, okay?